So how do you guys think the week's been going so far?
Excellent. It's going great,
Engaged?
Justin. I think we've had great client meetings. I think our story is starting to come out in a way in which people are able to hear it and consume it in a way in which excites, I think, all of us. What do you think, Ryan? What do you think, Andrew?
I mean, yeah, I mean the week's been good. We're getting in front of people, right, and we're talking to our customers. So we're taking it from um, the conceptual idea that we have, and we're starting to get into more of an execution phase with the platform at the core of the conversations and driving the change in the business.
Yeah, actually, and so Andrew, we kind of did this style video before where we talked about going to client meetings. What do you think the difference is now that we have the platform? Like, do you think there's an improvement in the quality of the meetings? Do you think that's changed things at all?
It's visibility into what we're talking about, which I think is core because you can get a little bit more strategic in the planning with the organization, and we're also bringing in other stakeholders into the conversation because there's relevance there across the board. So, I mean, for us, when we pop something up and let's say it's a security initiative, perhaps, right, that we're taking a look at. Well, we can sit there and we can look at some of those core services they have, and we're looking at the measurables with it when the stuff's coming up, the contracts are up. We're looking at some of the analytics. We're popping up some of the statements of work that have been done and put together within the data pack. So the initiative is being driven through what we're inputting into the platform to be able to walk through and guide us.
Nice. Um, and then what do you guys think? You guys have done you find events in the past at other companies, right?
Mhm.
Like what we're about to do, what we're on the way to do. Maybe the value is right. I mean, they're gonna get boots today, but how do you make sure that we're not wasting their time and that we're making we're driving opportunities for the business at the event too?
So I would say the value of these events for an IT leader to come to is to walk away with something new. I think we're always seeking information. We're looking to learn something new every day. And part of what we do on the forefront is, well, first of all, we're bringing something to them that's not there today.
It's new technology.
It's new technology, but it's also what's happening in the market, right? Today we've got security, we have voice, AI, and then we have an MSP, right? Network MSP aggregator services that does a lot. So like we're able to touch a lot of different things that are happening within the landscape of business to be able to talk about what's relevant, what's coming, what could they do differently. I think one of the biggest challenges that organizations have when navigating some of these initiatives or evaluating what's in place today is they don't understand what's out there and available to them and then how to accomplish that. So like this just brings clarity around what they're doing,
Yeah.
what can be done, and helps us to be, it's more of a thought-provoking, thought leadership type conversation.
I mean, I'll just piggyback on.
Quite close for Randy.
I'll piggyback with what I know what Andrew's saying. I'll say this. I think you're going into a time frame where saving money and optimizing spend in IT is more of a need than ever before because you have this application sprawl. You have insurance now coming after you for not being compliant on the security side. So you have this absolute need for optimizing the spend within an IT team, optimizing the risk. Are we analyzing a risk and are we optimizing that risk? Because if we don't optimize it, we're going to either overspend or we're not going to be compliant to whatever the insurance company's set standards are. And so everything that we build takes into account software wise what an IT team needs to look at. And one other factor of this is performance. Like, are you performing right when you're overspending? Are you performing right when you're not able to say, yes, add that application, add this, add that. Don't worry about it. We have the framework in place to protect the business. All those factors are things that IT teams think about. And we built for that. We're designed for that. And quite frankly, I'm excited to keep sharing our story around the software and around what the software can do. Because the software is the foundation of our story. The whole concept of everything we're doing at Procure IT is software driven. It's a software story. If there's any procurement, it's because a partner or a client asks for us to work on the procurement side. And that's something we're great at. It's something we have an amazing process at. the reality is what we built is all about our software platform.
Yes, sir. Now, any questions?
Phil, what do you got? What are your thoughts, Phil?
Yeah, Phil, what are your thoughts about client events? We've done a bunch of them now. I think this is going to be our best one, personally. We're back in Dallas. You got the booths, and the vendors as well are really good. We got Dialpad, TPX, Silver Sky, so a little bit of everything: telecom, connectivity, security. So what are you looking forward to with the event? What do you think is going to be the key takeaway for the attendees?
It's a customer-driven platform that every time we present, it opens up someone to think of something that we didn't consider, that we can go, that we can collaborate with them and help take our collective game to the next level. I think everybody comes at this with different perspectives, different environments, different needs. But at the end of the day, it's all about sharing the story with the office of the CIO and CFO. It's about creating that collaborative environment to drive transparency and accountability. And every time someone looks at it, I learn or someone else learns. And it's just that collaborative engagement of, did you think of, how would this impact you? How would that impact somebody else? And it's that cause and effect of life, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's how we always start with, like, contract management. It's like the baseline of engagement, if you will. And it's how do you track contracts? And as we've matured and continue to mature in just these modules and engagements, we continue to learn from each other. And clients, I keep on going back to this. Clients are not just where we're going from the perspective of partners, but everybody's environments are different. They change, but they all come back down to a foundation. They could build on that foundation and go from there. That's collectible.
Yeah. And it's crazy to think, like, you're right, every time we present it,
This dark pepper, it's double edged.
every time we present it, people have different key takeaways. And I feel like we're giving them so much data. And then sometimes people are like, hey, well, what about this? And then you make it happen.
It's, you know what, the comment that I always make to a client or a partner is this, how do you eat an elephant? It's that great saying, like, one bite at a time. This is a lot. It's a platform that has a lot of different angles and engagements. It's all about getting started. It's all about taking that first step and trying to look at how you engage with. Like I said, start with the contract management, and then you start building from there. Worked with a client the other day. We're engaging with them on basically the SaaS insights and Office 365. They're like, you know what? Having that change, you got us up and running. But oh my gosh, the wealth of information I'm seeing. I've never seen this type of data before. Then as we start drilling into filtering the data components they have access to, I didn't realize we were wasting so much money. I need to take action. So we're sharing this with them. And there's a lot, because you have 500,000 users. It's not an overnight change. It's a process. It's why it's not just a solution that you deploy and say, it's up and running. It's a managed platform that we engage with clients and have adjusted and Manami working with the clients on a regular cadence. Some clients it may be weekly, some clients maybe monthly, some bi-monthly. But you need that regular cadence to review and maintain the efficacy of your program.
Okay. My question is, we always talk about a client's perspective, right? About it's actually not the problem. But the question is, what's your favorite part of the app?
My favorite part of the platform changes regularly. And the reason I say that is because we continue to grow and evolve. And so, we're in the process of launching an AI chat component, which is being developed right now by the team. And that will very soon become my favorite part.
And contract management, the ability to say contracts engage.
what we're doing and how we can tie into your auto renew clauses, how we can look at your negotiation dates, partner with you to really drive optimization. And optimization to me is a couple different things. There's always cost savings and how you drive better usage of the resources that you buy. But second to that is how are you looking at potential duplicity in services that you're purchasing?
Yep.
Better yet, bought a service, turned into shelfware. Is it worth adopting or are you getting rid of it? How are you driving adoption of the services that you've committed to for the organization? So it's constantly looking at that stuff and engaging.
What about you, Ann?
Mine's the supplier analytics, because where it's a standard module for different types of technologies or different buckets of technology, it's tailored towards the customer because it's their data. So maybe consistent fields, but it's unique to them and what they're doing. It's dynamic, it changes. So it's things that you can see affected through the proper use of the platform and running through the information and the contract management, everything else. But it's definitely the supplier analytics. Plus, it's also it's kind of ubiquitous to the technology. So I mean, we can go as far as we want to from bringing in different suppliers and different analytics that can really take it real far for them, from cyber to network to obviously the UCAS, CCAS, the AI component, right, or CX. So those are all things that we'll be able to help drive outcomes and show quantifiable improvements.
What's yours, Randy?
I mean, listen, I don't think I could pinpoint it down to one because, the vision has always been a single pane of glass for optimization, procurement for either a partner, an IT buyer, or a company saying, can you handle this for me? So I think the nailing it down to one application is where I see the problem in the industry, because having built a previously successful MSP managed cloud service provider, it was all about delivering the experience to them in a way which they could consume the data and run their own business. And they relied on us. So I think this is a people and software game. One without the other doesn't work. You have to support the client. You have to onboard the client. But if you just do one application at a time, they have 5 different relationships to manage that. It's way too difficult. You have to give it to somebody to manage that story. Yep. And you've seen success in the managed service provider space for small enterprise and down, and you've seen it in the higher end businesses in the VAR space. Yeah. And so, when you take in who owns a relationship with the client or how the client wants to buy, what we built in the software is that interface that allows that story to be told easily. And so I can't pin it to one module. I pin it to the entire vision tied to the experience a client's going to get, which is you're going to get optimization of either resources or expenses using the platform.
Yeah.
The software being embedded ongoing makes it easier to do acquisitions, plan for them, engage with it. Supplier analytics tells a story against a lot of their applications today. That's going to expand into an entire suite of optimization and analytics tools. Okay, around all their software. The more data you can give a client, the more powerful they are in making those decisions. And it's our job to be there for them and with them, and then address their needs. So to me, it isn't one module; it's the entire experience they live within.
Yeah,
that tells the story.
What's yours?
I was going to ask you, my favorite part of the platform is when we present it to our customers and I really, and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you can see that. But also my favorite part is this is where we can build and trust our relationship with our clients. So, fix your platform. You can wait. We're creating this, but this gives us a really strong relationship, not just business side, but personally, just to know who they are. And like, wow, it's a talk good. It's what gets going for you die, right? So, the best thing. With that, so like, what you talk for?
Yeah. No.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part, I really like the contracts. I mean, yeah, Brandy's right. The whole platform But I like digging in on contracts as things are coming up for renewal. People are shocked that we can innovate and show them new technologies. I think that's the most fun part. And then also, not every time, but a lot of the times, we can actually drive the costs down as well. So that part's a lot of fun for me. But anyways, you've seen a lot of content go out leading up to this event that we're about to go to. You'll see content coming out after, and then stay tuned because we'll be planning more events in the future, and they might be coming near you. So, anything else to say?
Awesome job.
So
Thanks.